toes. Ha, got all my people in red clothes. Metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros. Like
you really wanna party with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me,
in God we trust. Yo, it's a must that you heard of us. Yo, we murder us. A lot of people is wondering and they curious. I mean, in my unit deal with it so mysterious, furious. All of my people is serious. Shook others be walking around fearing us. Front, baby, like you don't wanna be hearing us. Gotta listen to Harry D.O. be playing us. 30 times a day to make you delirious. Damaging everything all up in your area. Yo, it's funny how all the be always serving us. All up in between they where they wanna carry us. Hit you good, then I hit them off with the alias. Various, they wanna marry us. Yo, it's flip mode, you stupid, you know we bout to bust. 7-figure money, the label preparing us. Bite the dust instead of you making the fuss. People know better cause they ain't no comparing us. Mad at us, yes you know better, we fabulous. Hit my people off with the flow that be marvelous. My whole clique victorious. Taking no prisoners with us, just straight up warriors. When I feel it, then I know you be feeling so glorious. Then we blitz and reminisce on my people notorious.
Do you really wanna party like with me? Let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me, let me see just what you got for me. Put all your hands with my eyes to see. Straight buck wildin' in the place to be. If you really wanna party with me.
I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success and promoting to just
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the home of the Cardinals, State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go from Glendale. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the rookie from Florida State. It's Trey Benson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Benson. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Third down, 3 to go. They'll try and run here with Benson. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down. Won't be by much. He needed 3. He got 3. The mark says first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance. But I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough. And they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Play action. It's Murray. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game...
Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll motion over Samuel. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. A gain there of 20. Good for a Commander's first down. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath.
Hey, it's Paul. I was listening to the album. Good luck. You're on your own.
Guess who's back? Back again. She's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Guess who's back?
Well, look what the stork brung. Little baby devil with the forked tongue. And it's sticking out, yeah, like a sore thumb. With a forehead that it grew horns from. Still a white jerk. Pulling up in a Chrysler to the cipher with a in a light shirt. Lyrical technician, an electrician. Y'all light work. And I don't gotta play pretend. It's you, I make believe. And you know I'm here to stay, cause me. If I was to ever take a leave, it would be aspirin to break a fever. If I was to ask for Megan Thee Stallion, if she would collab with me, would I really have a shot at a feat? I don't know, but I'm glad to be back like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bruh. Like abracadabra. me. Right around the time I became ate some as a way of coping. Taste the case of turned me into smiley face emoji. May not be age appropriate, but I will be an 8-year-old indeed with a participation trophy. Yes, I have zero doubts that this whole world's about to turn into some Girl Scouts. That censorship bureau's out. So when I started this verse, it did start off lighthearted at first, but it feels like I'm targeted. Mind-boggling how my profit is skyrocketed. Look what I pocketed. Yeah, it's just like y'all have been like jogging in. I've been running at full speed, and that's why I'm ahead like my noggin. I'm the fight y'all get in when you debate who the best, but I'm some white. I step up to that mic, cock it in. Oh my God, it's that chicken dot again. Abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bro. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bro. Break it down. Sometimes I wonder what the old me say. If what? If he could see the way it is today, he'd probably say that everything is gay. What's my name? What's my name? So how many little kids still wanna act like me? I'm a bigger than cacti bee, and that's why these words sting just like you were being attacked by bees in the coop, leaning back my seat. Open R. Kelly's favorite group, the black guy. In my Air Max 90s, white tees, walking parental advisory. My transgender cat Siamese identifies as black but acts Chinese. Like a hacky sack got treat the whole world cause I got it at my feet. How can I explain to you that even myself I'm a danger to? I hop on tracks like a kangaroo and say a few things that do to anger you. Dad, if I think that, I'ma say that. Cancel me, what? Okay, that's it. Go ahead, Paul. Quit, snake. You male cross-dresser, fake. And I'll probably get for that, but you cannot. In fact, them, Dre, Jimmy, me, you. My own kids, they're brats. They can off, them and you off. You too, Paul, got two. Biggest root paws. What you thought you saw ain't what you saw. Cause you're never gonna see me caught sleeping. See the kidnapping, never did happen. Like Sherry Papini, Harry Houdini. I vanish into the thin air as I'm leaving like abracadabra. And for my last trick, I'm about to reach in my back, bro. Like abracadabra. And for my last trick, just like that, and I'm back, bro.
Say less, 'cause you already got me, baby. Say less, talking so it's slowing us down. Do you believe in love at first sight? Should I walk on by again? 'Cause I don't know if I could survive. You took all my oxygen. She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less, 'cause you already got me, baby.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in week 4. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah.
They'll start on the ground with Benson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, this defense for the Commanders, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. You talk about this Washington defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Play action. Now it's Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Off the play fake, Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Daniels looking to throw. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They go play action. Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Arizona defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To the air goes Daniels. He finds his man, complete. It's Lane. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far.
Touchdown, Washington. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Cardinals had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but we're getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Hold on, hurt. Hey, shit. Hold on, 2-2, hurt.
Play action. Now it's Murray. This is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here is 3rd down and 4. Now Daniels. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
To throw is Daniels. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Throwing now is Daniels. Quick hitter here, it's complete. On the move past the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Flush to his right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. Off play action. Daniels. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting.
Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score. Commanders 21, Cardinals nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. Off the play fake. Daniels. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 38 yards. And the Commanders continue to pull away here this first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Cardinals nothing. Matt Gay set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
And the Cardinals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Murray now. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no gain on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Buying time to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw is Murray. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line. Over the middle, complete. That's Lane. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. A final shot before break. Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart.
There he goes, left side. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Screen pass to Connor. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they were able to get to him on it.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Murray again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., 27 yards. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. And the Commanders first down.
Here we go, Shaq.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Off play action. Daniels. He finds his man, complete. That's Lane. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Commanders have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
On first down, it's Benson.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy, because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you've got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play.
Hey.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's going to be dumped there, but he does have a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now here is another interception. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray now to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now Murray's got to have this one. Flushed out right. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Here's Murray. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This 2nd and 4.
Omaha, let's go!
Here's Murray. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Commanders, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
This is highly recommended. It's for all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here, the flight attendant. Been around the world and and seen a thing that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights, it come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me, the numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin'. You know them gold diggers, want to pick at a litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters, call them silverback gorillas, going 8-8, and you know ain't nobody. What up?
Showtime, yeah, this is the big ticket. Culture Cop Town, I'm talking that King Richard. It's like a movie, I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas, I'm crushing them glass slippers.
On sight, I give you the green light. It's all bark, we all bite.
You gambling with your life, let's roll the dice.
Piece of problems if this dog in a fight.
That's right.
I'm just trying to get
Legendary.
Open them wide.
Sounding like
Mind if I pull up with a few?
we can't arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know what that.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
Hip-hop took this globe,
We done did it.
Wanna see a mogul, we showing you how to pivot. Got this from DMC, let's run with it. Took the fundamentals and having some fun with it.
These songs, King Kong, my team strong. Godzilla set fire to whatever I breathe on. Got the killers in choir all singing my theme song.
I could never do this alone.